Yeah, what up, y'all? In this video topic is 10 reasons why I love Asians. I just got done doing the 10 reasons why I hate Asians, and it'd only be right if I made a video for 10 reasons why I love Asians. This list I have right here, this list was probably a little bit more difficult to come up with than it was for the 10 reasons why I hate Asians. We tend to remember more of the negative things than we do the positive. So this list is not in any particular order. When I came up with it, I just started jotting some stuff down. Just kind of bear with me right here. Alright, so number 10 is their culture. They have a really rich culture, it's amazing, and it just depends on which culture you're talking about, because Asian culture is very different from one another. So number 9 is their technology. Their technology is better than here in the States. They're probably, I know in Japan it is. They're like the capital of the world for fashion and technology. They make cars over there, and the gaming systems that they make, they're always released there first in Japan. Number 8 is Asian people generally tend to look younger looking. They tend to look younger than what they really are. Even for me, a lot of people think I'm younger than what I really am. There's probably like a 5-year difference, 5-year age difference. A lot of people think I'm like 18. I still get carded every time I try to buy alcohol. When I was younger, I've always wanted to look older than younger, because if people don't know how old you are, they're just looking at you, they think you're a little kid. And I hate being treated as a little kid, because I'm not a kid anymore. And the reason why we look so young looking is our genetics. It's our genetics and our lifestyle. Asians, we don't do drugs, we don't smoke, and we don't drink. So if you do all that stuff, will make you look older than what you really are. You're not staying out all night partying and just getting a good night's rest. That's another big one. If you're not getting a good night's rest or enough sleep at night. We don't eat a lot of greasy food, which is a really good thing. Greasy food and just eating the wrong type of food is bad for you. It makes your skin look older, it makes yourself look older. A lot of us are usually thin, or really athletic, or very thin on the thin side, and that also helps keep us looking younger. For me, I have a high metabolism, so I typically have a harder time gaining weight. People, you see all these diets and all these people talking about, or you even see it, that people are overweight. And they talk about how hard it is to lose weight or keep it off. But just as hard as it is to lose weight, it's hard to gain weight. I have friends, they're like, I'm cold, I get really cold. What? You're cold? How are you cold? You're bigger than me. You have more meat on your bones than I do, and I'm over here chilling, not even cold, and you're over here freezing. Next on the list is music, Asian music. Just to listen to it, some of the stuff I do listen to Asian music. Not a lot of it, because a lot of it I don't understand what they're saying. But their style of music is great. You can't really knock it. It's a shame that here in the States you don't hear, or you don't see a lot of Asian artists. It's a shame. You have to go on YouTube to YouTube their music. Alright, so number 5 is a big one, is respect. They grow up to respect their elders, their people who are older than them. One thing I learned is it's not polite for someone who's older than you to refer to them by their first name. You're always supposed to refer to them as like their last name. If you work for like the medical field or any type of field, generally you would not refer to them as their first name. You would refer to them as their last name, unless they ask you, call me by my first name. And Yeah, so respect is a really big thing for Asians. Number 4 on the list is food. You know, Asian food. I love Asian food. My favorite is probably Filipino food. I love Filipino food, and Chinese food and Japanese food comes in third. You know, but like I said, Filipino food is my favorite. I love adobo. It's amazing. And I'm not just saying that because I'm mixed with Filipino. I love Asian food. Alright, so number 3 on the list is we're so diverse. You know, when you look at us, we don't, you know, people say, you know, Asian people, we all look the same and all this other stuff, but we don't always look the same, you know. And like I always say, you know, take an Indian person from India, because you know they are Asian, take a Chinese person, take a Filipino person, any different type of Asian ethnic group of people, put them together, and you're gonna be able to tell them apart. Some of us have some of us are really dark looking. Others are are in the middle, sort of like me. I consider myself to be in the middle. You know, I'm very tan. You know, in the summertime, I tend to get really dark. If I stay out in the sun for long period of time, I get really dark, which is amazing. I love being dark. I love being able to get darker. You know, when I was younger, I used to think it was a bad thing, but now I look back and I appreciate it. I love it. You know, a lot of people who are dark skinned in general, they tend to not like being dark or get darker, which to me, I think that's a shame, because there are people who are light who want to be darker and they can't. You shouldn't group people together. Alright, so number 2 is Asians typically tend to have a higher IQ. We tend to be really smart. That's why a lot of us are like lawyers, doctors. We tend to really want to do well in school and you know, make a better life for ourselves. Okay, so the last one is why I love being Asian is because I'm Filipino. You know, Filipinos, we are the best. So gotta rep for all my Filipino people out there, you know what I'm saying? You know, because I am mixed with Japanese as well, so I can't forget my Japanese people. So there you have it. There's the 10 reasons why I love Asian people. And hopefully make sure you guys check out my other video, 10 reasons why I hate Asian people. Before I forget, I have more videos coming on for all the people who have seen my previous videos, kind of know my situation and kind of understand why I'm taking this Asian American Studies class. And if you don't know, you might want to check out my previous videos and find out why, right? Like,